just hosted a call on this a couple weeks ago, and we had a 150-page slide deck basically rolling through why we've turned bearish on U.S. housing. And one of the big components is that, yeah, we think the probability of a recession is high. I guess, look, if there's sort of any silver lining here, it's that I think housing as an asset class is likely to perform less badly than certain other asset classes this go around. That's not an endorsement, but the reality is that, one of the things we like to say a lot on the housing side is it's not whether it's good or bad, it's whether it's getting better or worse. And clearly, if you're in a recession or going into a recession, then employment prospects are deteriorating. So you're basically going to have less demand for both existing and new homes. One of the other big things we've talked about a lot is really acute weakness in Houston, which is in fact the largest home building market in the United States, and has been for a number of years. And so you're taking what had been a huge source of strength out of the market. And then I think there are a couple other sort of more housing-specific things going on. I think a lot of housing has to do with sort of the nature of the comps and whatnot. So just to back up a step, 2014 was basically a bad year, relatively speaking, for housing, largely induced by the rollout of the new QM regulations in early January that year. 2015 was a little better, partly because you were lapping the 2014 weakness. So there's an element of running up against much tougher comps here in 16. So the volume side is naturally going to decelerate. And then I think given sort of the things we talked about earlier, vis-a-vis the recession, I think it's going to decelerate pretty hard, particularly by back half 2016. And then on top of that, I think there's a strong case to be made that these sort of mid 5% of rate of home price change that we're in right now, at least based on the backward-looking data, are going to decelerate and converge toward a 2-ish type % rate, if not potentially going lower.